Hello, Lone Star Drift people. Welcome to where I'm moving to. We are painting the walls and doing stuff, but I wanted to tell you something about tires. Lone Star Drift is going to be partnering after 10 years of KENDA stuff and promoting them and having a ton of fun on them and them changing the world. Sorry about my smoke detector. And changing the world with KENDA tires, the best grassroots tire that I was using and everything. We are going to be working with VALINO tires. And I want to explain why we're changing, why it's exciting, why it's sad in some ways, and let's get started. I'll try not to make this very long because it's just me changing tire companies, but you're like, Aaron, why after working with KENDA for 10 years would you go change? You've been telling me to buy KENDAs, they're the best thing on earth, all that stuff. Yes, KENDAs were amazing. They saved drifting for me. I was doing competitive drifting and I was burning through too many tires and having not enough fun because tire consumption was too bad. And I found KENDA and we formed a relationship and I've been working with them for 10 years doing drifting stuff. Everything was fantastic. They made drifting better in Texas. They made drifting better at Matsuri times in Japan. They made drifting so much more fun because the tires would last so much longer than anything else. And it was great. However, it was a bit of a random find where they were tires that worked really well, but it wasn't necessarily because they were developed for drifting. And it wasn't necessarily because the company had a lot of focus on drifting. It was just a marriage of convenience that worked really well. And it did work really, really well for a long time. But for 2021, they're gonna have supply issues because of the tariffs. So there's gonna be a lot of supply problems with KENDAs where I need them immediately for Drift Week and large volumes and Lone Star Drift and everything else. So I'm gonna be moving over to VALINO for the 2021 season. And let me tell you about that. So VALINO is a very small company, which is good for us because it's the only company that's a tire company that was started by drifters, focuses on all drifting products. Their products are good enough to use for road racing and other stuff, but it's drifting first. They have competition tires that are sticky. They have grassroots tires that last way longer. They're in constant development of sizes, of tires, of compounds, of just everything. And they're the only tire company that is focusing on the grassroots side in development. And that is so cool to get into the ground level of that. Over the next 5 years, you're gonna see a bunch of development in product by them and a bunch of development in, I guess, drivers and volumes and everything in the United States. It's so cool to get to be working with something as it's growing and on the upward move, and I'm really excited. And VALINO are super cool guys. The owner of VALINO is a driver in the Lone Star Drift Series. He did a Drift Week with us. The CEO on the Japan side came over for Drift Week and got us in the Drift Tengoku magazine. These guys have a great spirit. They love drifting. They come to events. They develop tires specifically for drifting. No other tire company does that. And it's so cool to be on the ground floor of that and be a part of it. And I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. So when I start promoting VALINO tires for 2021, you're gonna know my heart's in it. You're gonna know I loved KENDA forever. That was super authentic. They still make great tires. They're just in low supply for a while. And that the VALINOs are something that I'm super proud of and I'm super excited about. And they're on the way up. And it's so cool to get to do that. And I am so lucky to have the opportunity. And I am genuinely excited about them when I tell you about them. And it's not just some shill thing I'm doing for money or something, which Lone Star Drift does need to have good events and drift weeks and prizes and insurance and entry fees and all the stuff we need to do to get into tracks and everything and to create media. So that's it.